Do you not sow your soul? You hear it a lot, man. What does it mean to sow your soul? To sow your soul, well, let's just say from birth, and this applies with every human in the world, there are just certain principles which are morally right and morally wrong. And logic tells me you obey the morally right. But as we know, from what we've seen from history, that's not very easy, is it? Because there are many problems in the world, good and evil. A world full of temptations, a world full of sin, many bad things happening, man. Many bad things happening. And there's going to be stages in your life where things aren't going according to plan. Or you may have set some goals during the beginning of the year. But those goals aren't transpiring as quick as you've set. And what's most common nowadays, and this doesn't just apply to the regular working class, but also those who have become in the middle class or even the high class, they also fall into this trap, this sin of selling your soul. And it's primarily due to financial gain, money. They say the love of money is the root of all evil. I can see why it's said. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that money as a whole is evil. It's just the concept of you trading. But more necessarily, the actions individuals take. Some individuals, it's always worth having that disclaimer, because as I said in the beginning, there's good and there's bad, and that's for everything in life. However, there are some individuals who will completely abandon their morals for the sake of profit. This tends to happen when things aren't going according to plan. It's that desperation. Now, it's mostly how you channel that desperation, right? And you're human. You're gonna have those negative thoughts. Everyone does. Like with me in the beginning of January, I set a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. How am I going to do that? I made it absolutely simple. I didn't want to complicate anything. Just make good YouTube videos. And my logic is, if I enjoy the videos, well, God willing, you will also enjoy them too. That's how I like to think. And usually when I make a video and I don't really enjoy it, most of the time, now there are exceptions where it does do well, but when I don't enjoy making that video and I edit it and I post it, usually no one really watches it. It's funny how that works, and that's for the, in general of times. General of times. So I'm in that hard stage right now because I had 52 followers when I started, when the year started. Now it is the 11th of August. I've posted every day for 1 year. I haven't missed a single day so far. It is August the 11th and I have 196 subscribers. That's 8 months of grinding. 8 months of me speaking my truth, not selling my soul to the fucking devil. I mentioned that because most people do. You see it all the time on the internet. Porn stars nowadays are making an awful lot of money. And if you want to niche it down a bit more, OnlyFans models, they're making a lot of money. Influencers, Twitch streamers, and it's not necessarily the role that's, bad. OnlyFans isn't inherently a bad job, as I explained in my thoughts on OnlyFans video a while back, a few months back, sometime this year. The whole point of OnlyFans is to make exclusive content for your fans. Make of that what you will. It's not too different from the school. It's the same thing. Just exclusive content to your supporters. You really enjoy your content on a deeper level. But what makes OnlyFans and school different? Well, if you look at it from the objective standpoint, they're really both the same thing. A platform you pay for, it's a monthly subscription for exclusive content from your favorite creators. The only difference is, and the only reason why, if you were to say I do OnlyFans, and it has a stigma around it, is because of the traffic that both platforms attract. School tends to attract people who are more on the authentic side, where in contrast, OnlyFans, as we know, their type of audience attracts people who are fueled by lust, commonly lust, broken, driven men, right? That's the only difference. The only difference, right? We need to stop selling our souls, because I'm seeing it everywhere on the internet. I watch these type of YouTube videos sometimes where it's channels that go like, oh, this Twitch streamer acts like this. 5 influencers that sold their soul, something like that. Or this YouTuber must be stopped. And what I found often, it tends to be people who are in their teenage years to early to mid 20s who decide to sell their soul, particularly when something's not going according to their plan. So, like I told you at the beginning, selling your soul is when you abandon your morals, your core morals, and you're drawing yourself closer to the devil's interests. For example, I'm a straight man, I'm a heterosexual male, but I get up, I wear a dress in public or something, act gay, or change my gender or some bullshit like that for the sake of profit. Because nowadays it's a very Satan-driven world, everyone's being possessed. And those things are cheered upon now. We live in a time where, good is bad and bad is good, and it's messed up. And when things aren't going according to plan, and let me tell you a quick quote from my journal that I got in about 3 years ago. I'm paraphrasing it because I don't remember the entire thing. No, I do. The idea just came now. Thank you, God. Spirit of the Lord, man, talking to me. Good things take time to happen, but the sweetest fruit require of the sweetest patience. Right? And that's going to take very long, whether that be 1 year, 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, maybe even 50. I don't know, but that your time will come. But most people are not willing to wait. We've all suffered from poverty, I'd imagine, the majority of us. Poverty sucks. I understand. And when you're in that situation, you have this desperation mindset. You need to make it, man. You need to make money. You need to hustle. You need to grind. It's admirable. I'm sure we have good motives behind it. Most commonly, it's to protect and provide for your family, yourself included. And from there, God willing, your heart is good. You will make the appropriate moves forward to make the world a better place before you leave, man. Leave your mark on the earth. Some people aren't as gracious as you. They purely think about themselves. OnlyFans models. They sell off a dream to people who have broken hearts, they're sexless, believe that they're unable to attract a woman, to which they actually are, but they don't put enough work into themselves. They haven't. We call these and class these people incels. They've been sold a lie from these models that if they subscribe to their subscription, they will be able to receive care from this model in the sense that they're texting you daily. What they don't know is, because they're so fueled by lust, is that really they're being sexting to, I don't even know how to say it, but the concept of sexting, by another man. You really think that model has time to care about you? Thousands of people who bought your subscription, well, that woman's subscription, all the same person, she doesn't care about you. She's just buying stuff with her money, with her income. You've been sold a lie. People on the internet, I saw this, I'm going to start naming a few people. Prostitutes. I'm just going to name from the top of my head. Bunny Blue, Lily Phillips, OnlyFans models, flipping Sophie Rain, Lil Tay. Lil fucking Tay. I remember when this girl was 9. Now she's become a prostitute. They're not OnlyFans models, guys. They're prostitutes. Strip the internet, strip the bullshit, strip the social media. This is no different than prostitution. The only reason why I may give off this notion that it's okay or it's normalized is because you're giving these idiots a platform. They've already sold their soul. They sold their purity for profit. Sometimes it's not all money is good money. You need to understand that. You need to have the discernment, which most people lack nowadays. Which is sad because I figured most of these people I'm describing, they're older than me. I'm 19. These people are in their 20s and hey, it'd be people in their 30s and 40s who still make this mistake. That greed, that deadly sin of greed, still lingers in them. They can't let go of it. They can't shake it off. people, they honestly, nowadays in this social media age, they're so fueled for the desire of money. They will change their actual attitude, the way they act. They will talk away and put on this alter ego like persona for the internet. And then they will live there, they'll put on another mask in the real life. I'm not like that. The way I speak here, I promise you guys, I speak the exact same way on camera in real life. Away, guys. Go away. Move. Damn. Alright, this is getting on my nerves now. Stop it. The exact same way. I don't need to sell myself, but I do have thoughts. I'm a human too. Sometimes I get frustrated, man. Most of my videos, they don't even get watched. Being honest, people click. I see the view count go up. But most of the time, there's no comments, there's no hearts. It hurts me sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. You know? It does hurt. And I have thoughts. Maybe I should just start screaming or harassing people in public. Maybe I should just start acting like a batty idiot on camera. And sometimes I really get to the point, man, where, man, enough is enough. I think to myself, what's the point of just speaking the truth? Just saying what I believe to be true. And just documenting my process, speaking like the mature man I am. Maybe I should just abandon that for the sake of profit. It happens to my mind. So the devil plays with me sometimes in that regard. That temptation is there. But then something in me just says, no, I can't do that. It's the Spirit of God in me, man. Has to be. There'd be times I'd really be close to the edge. And sometimes I'd even record a video like that. Then I go to the editing. I'm like, no, I can't post that onto the internet. That's not me. That's not truly me. And even if I were to get somewhat successful based on that persona, bro, it's, your fans don't really like you. But this is more so the mask that you've put on. I don't want that. That's an inauthentic life. And it's tough. It's tough because negativity sells. Controversy sells. I don't consider myself to be a controversial guy. I'm a very laid-back guy. I'm not overly dramatic like maybe individuals like, I don't know, Andrew Tate, Azure Speed. Some people just naturally have that personality, and I don't want to force myself to just be this over-extravagant guy with a... I don't know how to put it into words, but just an explosive personality. I'm also on the calmer side. And I've accepted that about myself. I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years. I started it in 2018 when I was 12, right? And I would watch all these people, KSI, Deji. They'd all have this explosive, extroverted, like, persona. And I was never an extrovert. To the core, never. Right? But when I would record videos in the past, this was, we're not saying that. When I would record too many flies. Getting sick of it. When I would record these videos in the past, I'd feel this heavy need to put on a persona for the sake of profit. And what was funny was I didn't even enjoy it myself because I knew I wasn't acting true to myself. There's a reason why I'm able to post so many videos now. To this day, despite not even being watched. It's the 11th of August on a Monday morning. I have 722 videos. I have 196 subscribers. For most people, they would have quit, honestly. I don't blame them. But sometimes you need to walk by faith and not by sight. Because on paper, if you just look at it with visual eyes, it would make a lot of sense to just give up. But when you're pursuing your dreams, man, you need to keep putting in the hours. You need to find that motivation even though there's no actual reason to be motivated. No physical signs of progress. You need to still keep going, man. You need to still keep going because you never know. To have that bulletproof mentality etched into you. Never give up, man. And don't sell yourself to the devil. You don't need to. It's okay. There's a way to become successful on YouTube without needing to act like a clown for it or just be overly controversial. Now, when I say overly controversial, I'm not telling you not to speak your own beliefs. But don't purposely do something for the sake of financial gain. You have a soul. Remember, we're doing this to help people, man. We're not just doing this for the money. I'm not saying money isn't important. Absolutely. I do YouTube for the money. Not entirely for the money. Because there's industry in every money. There's money in every industry. But I enjoy YouTube the most. I want to make money from YouTube. Don't sell your soul. Keep out. Keep going. Don't give up.